downtown. Tell you what, let's do this.
Galaxy 107fm.
And for those of you that are joining us this morning at Facebook Live, and I've got to congratulate everybody that's doing it because we are being joined live by Kaleb McIntire, coming out of Aubrey, Texas. Don't panic, Caleb. We've got plenty of time. We're going to run through a song first. And what a better way to start off the show with Kaleb McIntire. Here's Breath. Loving this. Absolutely. And for those of you that are joining us this morning on Facebook Live, thank you so much for joining us. Believe me, Kaleb McIntire is an artist to keep an eye on for the future. Believe me, I think he's going to go a long, long way in the industry. I really, really am. Playing right now is Breath, and I'm going to talk to him about that very, very shortly.
So will you help me, please?
Hopefully he comes back in our area.
Problem.
Welcome back.
Hey, man.
I hope that's not water.
Do what?
I hope that's not water.
Yeah.
Oh.
Great vodka. Moonshine.
Oh, there, now you're talking. Now you're
Do you
talking.
know what I would like?
Why, like it?
Grass.
Yeah, a bit of apple pie.
I like grass.
I got a couple of friends of mine that are on the TV series Moonshiners.
Very cool, man.
Yeah, I do. We're actually bringing Josh Owens over to New Zealand. We've got it in the plan so that he can make us some moonshine here in New Zealand, and it's legal to do so.
Well, it's funny you say that because I come from those hills, the Ozark Mountains, man.
Okay.
So I have a lot of friends that do the same stuff.
Nice, nice. Well, I tell you what.
But I'm not allowed to talk about them.
Well, I tell you what. I've spent some time in Newport, just out of Nashville. And I was with some people there that used to disappear a lot at night time, come back with jars of this clear stuff. Apparently you can run your car on it.
Yeah, you know, it's some powerful stuff, like George Jones said.
Well, I found a taste for it, I did. Anyway, let's go live to the desk.
Cool.
That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107fm, 8 after 11 o'clock, 26 degrees downtown, unseasonably hot right now outside. That's Fahrenheit too, sorry, that's Celsius, not Fahrenheit for those of you on the other side of the world. Believe me, it's warm, it really, really is. And it should be winter, it really should. Tuesday, June the 2nd, I'm absolutely elated and humbled actually, very honoured to be joined by Kaleb McIntire coming out of Aubrey, Texas. And believe me, Kaleb, it is an absolute pleasure to make your acquaintance.
It's a pleasure to meet you. I appreciate y'all having me on, man.
Well, I tell you what, not only have you been the featured artist on the breakfast show this morning, and I've got to let you know there's quite a listenership that we have here in New Zealand and around the world. Believe me, you were not only the feature artist there, but we have you in a number of other shows as well. And we've been getting a huge, huge response every time we play one of your songs.
Man, well, that's what I love to hear, man. That's why we do it, you know.
Absolutely. And believe me, Caleb, I hope that after this interview, and I say that kind of loosely because it's like no other interview you will ever have again,
Okay.
or possibly want, to be honest with you, but I hope you'll come back in the future with brand spanking new work. We would love to be able to follow you through your career.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. I would love that.
Nice. Now, tell me, is that a gin trap behind you?
Is it a what?
Is that a trap behind you?
Track? No. We just got some woods behind us, to be honest.
No, I mean that steel thing on the banister there. What's that?
A trap? Yeah, you said track. Yeah, it's a trap. It's a Duke number 2 trap.
Okay, and do you go trapping yourself?
I haven't got to in quite a while, but I used to do quite a bit of trapping.
Nice. Me myself, I used to go out and get possums and stuff like that as a kid. But these days, the only thing I'll ever shoot will be a target. Nothing with a face that breathes or lives.
Yeah.
You know, but I understand those who do, and especially living around here, believe me, we have a lot of hunters, stuff like that. But me, myself, I don't need to go out and forage for my supper, if you know what I mean. So
Right.
I don't see the purpose of shooting anything that might actually breathe and have a family, you know?
Absolutely, yeah. Everything I've ever killed, I've ate it.
Yeah, there you go. And believe me, well, I can't really say that about some things, you know what I mean? Especially things with 8 legs or more. I wouldn't eat those. But,
yeah, I guess not everything I've ate then.
yeah, exactly, you know. So some of it would be a bit dodgy. Now, let me get this out. Caleb's sound can be described as a good old-fashioned country hillbilly music infused with rock and roll. I got to agree, I really, really do. And I was telling Caleb on the selections and how we make our selections for interviews here at Galaxy, and saying it's not easy, but at the same time it comes down to me. And I'm sitting in my car listening to this, and absolutely for the first time in a long time I'm going, about time we had some real music here in this car. So Caleb, I've got to let you know, I very, very quickly became a very fast fan of yours, and got to say, as an engineer, I can't fault your work.
Man, I tell you what, I really appreciate all of that. And coming from you as an engineer, man, as long as you've done that stuff, man, that means a lot.
Well, I'll let you know off air some of the bands that I've worked with. You'll be able to identify with them because, believe me, in every country of the world, they became household names in a lot of ways. And I spent many, many years on the road with a lot of notable bands. So I'll let you know about that off here. The only reason I'm not going to tell you now while I'm on here is basically I'd be skiting.
I knew you were a special guy. That's awesome, man.
Nice. So we kicked off the show with Breath. Now, tell me a little bit about it. How did you come to the lyrics of that?
Say that one more time. How did that come to what?
The lyrics of Breath.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what. I co-wrote that with my guitar player, Bryant Hunter, and a good buddy of ours named Cliff Temple. And, man, we were just writing one day, and to be honest with that one, I like to just kind of tell it how it is. It came out from life experiences with all 3 of us, and, you know, we just kind of wrote the thing real quick.
You know, but that's, and I've spoken to so many artists over the years about that. The 5-minute songs, they can be the best songs of all time.
Yeah, the ones written quick, man. Those are some of my favorite ones.
Exactly. I speak to so many artists, and they say, you know, Grant, I wrote that down at McDonald's on a napkin, and it's the best song I've got. And, you know, I agree. I see that. I really, really do. Breath is an absolute breath of fresh air, I've got to be honest with you, because it was actually the first song of yours that I heard, and I thought, wow, this is impressive. I like this. I really do. So,
well, I appreciate that.
we've got still...
that's a special song to us for sure. So I really do appreciate that.
Nice, nice. Well, we've got Still Some Kind of Crazy. And believe me, as we go through this, you'll understand, you know, you got to be kind of crazy to work here at Galaxy to start off with anyway.
That's why I like it. Yeah.
Well, if you're not, well, you know, it helps anyway. But tell me a little bit about Still Some Kind of Crazy.
Well, you know, I wrote it with my first producer and one of my favorite co-writers, Rich McCready. He was real big in the 90s and whatnot. He has music on 8 Seconds, and it's a movie about bull riders and stuff like that. But I wrote this with him a few years back, actually, and we both we get along so well because we both battled a lot of the same kind of demons and come out on the other side. But there's still some kind of crazy idea is, you know, we're still here. We're still us. Not better on the other side.
Well, I tell you what, Caleb, and I do know what you mean. Believe me, I've read in here a little bit about, you know, you might have been up for a bit of shenanigans back in the day. Well, I can relate to that because, believe me, my town kicked me out.
Well,
you know,
I like you even more.
They really did.
All messed up.
They had enough when I was a youthful exuberance, and well, they just went, get the hell out and don't come back, which is true. It really, really is. Here, live at Galaxy 107 FM, coming out of Texas, Kaleb McIntire, Still Some Kind of Crazy.
Not very good at all.
I'm sorry. Yeah, true story, my bro. I got kicked out of my first town that I was brought up in.
I like that. You sound like some songwriters I know.
Yes, lots of alcohol and illicit drugs were involved back in the day.
Yeah, well, we might share some stuff in common, more than you know.
I like it. I
What was
like
his
it.
nickname? What did they call him? Grants?
My nickname?
DJ?
No, well, they do now. You don't know what they used to call me back
No,
in the
I
day.
can imagine.
Started with an F word.
Yeah, I can imagine.
It did. It really did. Caleb, my friend, I absolutely, as I say, can't get over your work right now. Inspired by Elvis, by the way.
Big Elvis fan.
Good. Believe me.
King in my house growing up, you know?
When I first started singing, it was because my father used to play bloody Elvis all the time. And the only thing he would want me to sing is Elvis. Right?
Nice.
So every time I got near a microphone, guess what came out? And it wasn't me. Bloody Elvis. So that stopped my singing career right from the start because the only thing I could sing was Elvis. But, well, hold on. Actually, I tell a lot. I can sing tenor. Or maybe 12 miles away from anybody that can hear me. True. We've got I Did Her Anyway coming up next. But in between that, we're going to have a little chat. Now, you may see me make funny suggestions every now and again, body movements and stuff. It's actually to my on-air producer. She gives me stats and all sorts of stuff in my ears, lets me know what's going on. She's my voice in my head.
Okay.
Problem is, she's my wife.
Perfect.
No, perfect is, they actually pay her to be the voice in my head.
That's so great.
It really is.
They definitely picked the right one then.
Yeah. Well, it was a package deal, I think. I do. And of course, if you remember Darth Vader from Star Wars.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, you remember that wandy thing? He's got that lightsaber.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, well, that's Barbara with this wandy thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was wondering what that was. Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
it's a hard hat area, bro. You gotta duck or move fast.
Hey.
Hey, do I have a quick minute?
Yep.
Yes, we can cover you for. You've got a minute left on this song. If you hold in, for a couple of minutes, I can actually put on another song.
Okay, gotcha.
Yep. Okay. Right, I'll tell you what, let's go live. Oh, okay.
Hey, man.
Yeah, we better do this one again, I think. It's sort of in front of me. I don't know what happened there. You're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, 20 after 11 o'clock, 25 degrees, fluctuating between 25 26 degrees right now. Unseasonably warm for winter, which is really weird. Celsius, by the way, not Fahrenheit. Tuesday, June the 2nd, and I'm joined live by Kaleb McIntire. Kaleb, I know you want to dash off just very, very quickly. I hope it's not a toilet stop. Okay, so you can hold in there for a couple of seconds?
Yes, sir.
Nice, nice. Now, I want to let you know 62 countries, 94 cities around the world are joining us this morning and absolutely loving your work. They really, really are. I'm getting told that there's a huge insurgence right now listening to Kaleb, and, well, I'm so honoured to have you with us. The audience that's watching us right now, thank you guys for joining us as well. And please, may I suggest you go and check out Kaleb McIntire on the internet, on the webby thing. You know what I mean. Go and check him out, believe me. You won't go wrong right there. Now, Kaleb, I've got to ask you, and as a fan question, are you on Facebook, are you on Twitter, are you on Instagram? But more importantly, Kaleb, do you respond?
Yes, I do, actually. I love to stay in touch with my fans. So anybody who comments or engages with me on there, I always spend a lot of my time responding to them, you know. So I love that. I love engaging with them.
You shouldn't have said that. Now you're going to get another 5,000 requests on Facebook. You're going to be there all day. You're texting people.
Good. Bring them on. Those fans are how we do this, and I appreciate every one of them. I love every one of them. So
nice.
Oh.
Nice. At the same time, do you have a website? Can we download your music from Amazon and places like that as well? Are you on iTunes? Are you on all the multimedia so we can go and buy your music?
Absolutely. Spotify's a really good one for us, too, to stream us, add us to your playlist on there, you know, and whatnot. You can actually, if you go subscribe to my website right now, www.kalebmcintire.com with the K, we'll give you a free copy of the singles. Does some kind of crazy.
Nice. Now, at the same time, do you have a merch store there?
Yes, we do. We get T-shirts and koozies and all sorts of goodies. We got new stuff coming out soon, too, so we offer a discount if you subscribe as well.
Nice.
So that's...
Nice. Believe me, well, you're just going to get rich now, aren't you?
Man, I sure hope so.
And I ask everybody, go and have a look at Kaleb's website. Go and buy a product. Go and get yourself some free stuff as well as the free CD. And believe me, you're going to love Kaleb's work. You really, really are. As much as I am, and believe me, I've been in the game a long time, and it's not often that you come across a star that really is destined to be a superstar in the near future, really. Keep an eye on him. Now, well, I kind of feel that way, I really do. And as I said, I've worked with some fairly notable people over the years, and believe me, I hear bands all the time. Let's take nothing away from anybody, anywhere, anytime, but every now and again, the cream comes to the top. And when it hits me right from the start, the way it impacted me when I first heard your work, I thought, you know, this is a young man who's going to go right to the top. And I have faith that that's going to happen. So I implore you, will you please keep in touch with us here at Galaxy, because we would love to be able to release new music, have you come back, do more interviews, keep your name rolling here at Galaxy. Will you do that?
I absolutely will. You are amazing.
Well, I think you've got to be sadistic as well to be able to put up with me.
No, you've been great, man. We get along.
Nice, I like that. Well, you know, when I come visiting, I hope you're going to have a mason jar put aside for me. How's that?
Say that again?
When I come visiting, I hope you're going to have a mason jar put aside for me.
Oh, we got a place for you to stay and everything, man.
Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, book me right next to the donkey, in between the donkey and the horse. You know, I'm comfortable at the bar. Yeah.
The outhouse is right next to it too. So.
Oh yeah, not too far to stagger then. I like that.
Yeah.
Gravity works, you know. You get up, you fall down, you get up. Anyway, I did hear. Anyway, now this is rather an interesting title, so I'm going to want to know more about it.
Okay.
Who was her, and why did you do it?
You talking about finding another baby, aren't you? Are you talking about did her anyways?
I did her anyway.
Well, that used to be from some life experience, I'd say, I guess. But I got married this past year, so I finally had to put some of those ways away, you know. Thank God I met the right girl. It's Kaleb McIntire. But that song, you know, back in the day when I first started, a few years back, I was a little bit wilder, and that song kind of reflects it.
Well, you know something. I think we've gone down the same road, just at different eras of life. But you know, I would have as well, to be very honest with you. Don't know whether to congratulate you on being married or commiserate you, but as long as you're happy, both one and all are happy. And I noted that you had a couple of dogs. I was actually looking for the kids' names and thought, surely to God, you're not calling your kid Big Bad John.
That's them. That's them and Duke.
Yeah, and then of course, again, condolences on the duck.
Yeah, thank you very much. I appreciate that. He was very close to us.
Yeah, it's hard losing a family member. It doesn't matter what they look like or what they come from. But, you know, if you spend enough time with an animal, believe me, it sort of grows on you. It really does.
Well, Quacker, he was a good duck.
I hope he bought the post in for you.
The what?
I hope he bought the mail in for you.
Yeah. He used to bring the mail in and everything. Nobody would spoke on my door every morning.
Nice. And, well, okay, that happens. So, right here, live at Galaxy 107 FM, is Kaleb McIntire. I did her. Anyway. Okay, bro, you got some time.
Alrighty, I'll be right back.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
I'm sweating.
Yeah, it is hot though. I
It
mean,
is
it's
hot.
26 degrees. I mean,
26
it's
degrees.
ridiculous. Here I am in this hot gear.
My goodness.
Yeah.
Who ordered the bloody heat?
clothes and here we are, hot airs.
I'm in uniform today. And I look good.
You do. Galaxy.
Yes.
Uniform
Oh,
today.
you're in
Yeah,
uniform
yeah.
as well. What is this? Ooh. It's Snap. That's what it is. You're a
Bookend.
Bookend.
Yeah.
You are. That makes me a bookend.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the closest to intelligence I'll ever get. Supporting a book.
So you could talk about the grubs.
I'm going to actually, yes,
Because
next.
he said before that he'd eat almost anything.
I know. And I've been putting this one off. Cripple Creek.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen that. I've been
Yes.
asked to be a
Cripple
friend of that.
Creek. That's Jody. They've got a venue called Cripple Creek, haven't they?
Jody Medford. Yes.
Yes, it's called
Yes.
Cripple
And there's a
Creek.
song called Cripple Creek, isn't there?
Well, if there isn't, there should be.
I like what it says.
I do too.
Yeah. It's actually, isn't it a neat place? I
It
mean, I
is.
love the grass.
The unmowed grass.
Yeah, for my cattle. But it's actually a really lovely setting, isn't it? I love it.
It is.
This looks like the weeds we have at home.
You know, it kind of does, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Looks
honeysuckle.
like
I
our
think.
backyard
Yeah.
without the trees.
Yeah. Kind of does.
You'd be lovely there. Well, he's got a minute 30 to get back. Hi everyone, we're just waiting for Caleb to come back. We're playing his song on air at the moment.
Yes, we're calling.
We're doing a live broadcast as well.
We're talking to Kaleb McIntire coming out of Aubrey, Texas.
Tell them about the sound, I think. Because of the...
I will do. I will do.
Back.
You're back.
Yay!
I see this. I see this.
Refill, was it?
Believe me, bro, you may be getting a little bit of funny sound or something just a little off right now from us. Unfortunately, we've got a faulty wire somewhere and we're waiting for the guy to come in and fix it. Let's go back to the desk.
No matter what they had to say, and I'll pray for it all someday. But I did her anyway. And I'll pray for it all someday. But I did her
That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, 29 away from 12 o'clock, 26 degrees downtown. Heading, well, we were heading for a high of 20 degrees. It's kind of blowing it out of the water, even my prediction today, which is really unusual. It really is. Tuesday, June the 2nd, no, well, I'm used to winning, but not used to being second place to what the actual heat is. Yeah, actually, true. You're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, and I'm absolutely elated to be joined by Kaleb McIntire, coming out of Aubrey, Texas. Now, Kaleb, we've been going through a lot of requests and a lot of people wanting to know a lot of things about you. Now, you mentioned that you got married about a year ago, so that takes care of one particular person over in Cairns, Australia right now who wanted to know what your marital status was.
Well, I'm married.
Yeah, well,
I thought you were asking me. Okay.
yeah, but my reply to her was that she would need to come with at least a brewery and a boat.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's just to go and visit, you know what I mean? So I want to ask you personally, now, we here in New Zealand, are you familiar where New Zealand is?
Sort of.
Yeah, we're not Australia. They are our closest relations, our closest neighbours, you know what I mean?
I
But
figured.
we're a little bit more down under than that. And,
Okay.
we were talking amongst ourselves. Now, Barbara is the manager of Aurora Entertainment. She brings bands into the country and sets up shows, stuff like that. Works hand in hand with managements, with agents, with artists themselves to get the appropriate visas, everything you need to be able to come and play in New Zealand. So my question to you is, would you be interested in coming to Aotearoa and playing in front of New Zealand audiences?
Absolutely. We would love nothing more than to do that.
Awesome. Well, I tell you what, maybe about 4 or 5 shows here in New Zealand, about half a dozen, maybe 8 shows in Australia. Now, the reason why we say that in Australia is, well, we like their money.
Okay, I got you.
You know, we like kicking it up and having a good time over there. We'll go and work in Australia and take their money. What do you reckon?
Yeah.
Besides, you know, at the same time, you combine them both, you'll be able to go home with a few bob in your pocket and have a very good time. Now, having said that, and quote unquote, you're kind of used to eating strange things.
Yeah. I'm a country boy, that's for sure.
Okay, so have you ever heard of a hoo-hoo grub?
A grub?
Hoo-hoo grub.
Not a hoot. I've never heard the term hookah grub before.
Okay, well, you know, I've spoken to many artists, and a lot of artists say hoo-hoo. I'm going, yeah, well, I like your version better than mine, but are you familiar with a caterpillar?
The caterpillar?
Caterpillar.
A caterpillar, yes.
Okay, well, this is one of those on steroids. It's big. It's
Oh,
white.
man.
It's like a double-decker bus to a mini. It's really large, actually. And what you do is you put the live body in your mouth. Don't eat the head. The head's yucky. Bite that off.
Okay, gotcha.
When you crunch down on this, it's like eating creamy peanut butter.
Oh, man.
It really is. And believe me, I've eaten quite a few. The indigenous folks of New Zealand still use them as a delicacy today.
Very cool.
It really is. We'll take you to a place called Hokitika. Now, they down the South Island. We're 3 islands: Stewart Island, South Island, North Island. You know, they ran out of names once they got past Stewart Island. They couldn't think of anything original, so they went south and north. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, good planning. Great. We couldn't have been astronomer or some place like that. No, it's North Island. Anyway, we'll take you down to South Island. Down there in Hokitika, they have a thing called the Wild Foods Festivals. And, well, you know, they kind of deep fry stuff you really shouldn't deep fry.
Okay.
You know, yeah. I've been there a number of times, done it a number of times. My suggestion, and believe me, I'll put this to their board, their management, their everything, they should have a let's dip women in chocolate tea.
Chocolate tea.
No, let's dip women in chocolate.
Okay, I got you.
Cleaning it off would be more fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Caterpillar sound tasty.
Yeah, exactly. But we'll take you down to Queenstown. Now, this is a little you know, it's a little place where all the A-listers go and get away from their friends and take their mates. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Very cool.
Now, Shania Twain owns property down there. Kevin Costner was there not so long ago. Tom Cruise, believe me, Keanu Reeves was down there not so long ago. So all the A-listers, everything like that, they go and hang out down in Queenstown. Now, I don't know, Barbara, we'll throw them off a bridge.
He may not want to. You can go.
Yeah, of course he'll want to. We'll throw you off a bridge. What do you reckon? Yeah?
I love jumping off bridges.
Yeah, but this is a hell of a high bridge, actually. It's called bungee jumping.
Love it. I love doing it.
Awesome. Well, wait until you get to Auckland. We'll throw you off a number of things there as well. Andy thinks I'm joking. He does. Have you heard of Lord of the Rings?
I have.
Okay, well, about an hour and a half drive from where we are right here, from this office, is actually Hobbiton. The very first start of the Lord of the Rings. That set is alive, well, and believe me, absolutely fantastic. It's great to go and have a look through there. So we'll take you there. Then we'll take you to Rotorua. Now, have you ever heard of a Zorb?
No, I'm not.
Okay, well, lots of alcohol involved in this one. It really is, because it's a lot of fun. And what it is a big round plastic ball. And we put you in it and roll you down a hill. Now,
Okay.
it's like human skittles. We'll get some runners in front of you. You aim for them, you know. The reason why lots of alcohol is because when you run over their faces, the looks on their faces are priceless. I endorse it. Well, you know, there might be a few more juices on the way out of the ball than what there was when you get in it. But we have a hose. Don't worry, we'll sort that out.
Right.
Now, having found out that you're happily married, does your wife like to shop?
She does like to shop.
Great, because Barbara is an Olympic shopper.
Is she? Well, they should get together and shopping, it sounds like.
We will take care of your good lady wife. We really will. She will love coming to New Zealand. Are you guys into wine? Do you like doing winery tours and stuff like that?
Yeah, sometimes.
let me introduce you to Marlborough wine here in New Zealand. Believe me, you will love, love, love our wines here in New Zealand. You really, really will.
Okay.
And
That sounds fun.
you never know, we might actually do a little unplugged show somewhere, somehow, down that way as well, you know, and get drunk for nothing.
For sure.
Basically what I'm saying is maybe wise to put away a few dollars for a bit of bail.
For a little bit of what?
Bail.
Dale. Oh, okay, I got you. You
Yeah.
know me too well. You know me too well already.
Oh, well, the two of us are going to get together. Believe me, the police will be 5 minutes behind us.
Yes, sir.
Ah, gosh, I feel like Jesse James.
You do?
My favorite album.
Now, tell me all about Jesse James, because believe me, my friend, this one has been getting quite a few requests. We've got about 1,304 requests
Yeah.
for Jesse
Well,
James.
that's a special one to me. The first record I ever recorded, that was, I'd written a whole bunch of songs, and that was one of the first ones that I picked to record. Because it was really, it meant something to me for sure. It's kind of how we grew up out in the hills, like I was telling you, I'm from the Ozark Mountains originally, and that's kind of where that came from, to be honest.
Well, you know something? I actually assimilated it with the bad boy himself, Mr. James, and everything like that. But the thing is, it seems like every time we play it, people want to know more about it. They want to hear it over and over again. We're getting so many requests for it, and I am so happy to be able to give you first-hand information, because believe me, my on-air engineer is going, hey, listen, this is an absolute wonderful song. We can't get enough of it. Here at Galaxy is Kaleb McIntire and Jesse James. How you feeling, Kaleb?
Doing good, man. How about you?
I'm melting, actually. I really am. It's hot in here. It really is.
What's this temp?
Man,
What temperature do you have right now over there?
it's really nice all of a sudden. I was sweating a little bit when I first started this, but now the sun's gone down pretty much and it's cooled off.
Nice. Now,
Yeah.
the staff are all sitting here poised, waiting. They've been ever since I've walked in. They're waiting for me to say something about your hat. I see the look. I can see the looks. They're all going, oh, about time, because everybody's going. They love your hat, Kaleb.
Texan.
I love your hat. Yeah, I love
Where
your
did I
hat.
get it?
Yeah.
I got it at a place. It's actually it's sad to say, but they're shutting down right now because the highway's going through there. But it's a renowned place in Texas to get your hat done. It's called Hanks.
Okay. Well,
So,
They're custom made.
they're custom made.
Yeah, for
Right.
each individual.
So you've got to take your head in and get it measured, right? And then they put a hat to it.
yeah, it's called a box top.
Believe me.
Box top.
Oh, okay. I like those.
Yeah, I told him that you're after one, but no one will send you one of their hats.
Yeah, I know, that's
You
weird.
just get cats, but you want a hat.
Yeah.
So anyone tuned in who would love a hat like this, send.
That sounds so pathetic, Barbara. It really does.
It's a pup.
Have you ever heard of AC/DC?
Yes, sir.
Okay, well, I used to be their official engineer here in New Zealand.
Wow.
And the other day I was actually talking to Dave Evans, who was the very first singer for AC/DC before
Yeah.
Bon Scott.
Wow.
And of course, Philip Rudd, the drummer, he just lives up the road from us.
That's very cool, man. Wow.
And we
when
love
you're
his
over
food
here,
at his
we
restaurant.
will take you to his restaurant. You'll probably meet him, and he's got some great food, and you'll be able to play with some of the AC/DC
Memorabilia.
equipment he's got in his restaurant and stuff like that. You know, it's a
That
lot,
would be cool.
a lot
That
of
would be
fun.
cool, man.
And that's in our
Other bands
tour.
that I've worked with is In Excess, Def Leppard,
Okay.
David Bowie, Michael Jackson,
Tina
been around
Turner.
the world a number of times with a lot of bands. So
Wow.
I've put a really good resume together over the years.
Wow, man.
But I like doing this, where I'm sitting here talking to you, and I was told to go and check the stats. Yes, 5,533,000 online right now.
Very cool, man.
Yeah.
Very cool.
So, excuse me, my bad.
How we're doing right. That's very cool, man.
We're about average, actually. We get about 5 million per hour, give or take, a little bit. But
Wow.
it's
Wow.
usually about that. Between 4 and 6 million people every hour sort of goes up and down. Unless it's New Year's Eve, when everybody in the world wanted that night. Everybody, literally. Let's go back to the desk.
We did a special show though, didn't we?
We did a special show, yes we did. That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, 15 away from 12 o'clock, 24.4 degrees. Yeah, going down a little bit, but plenty of day to go, yeah. Really is, and it's surpassed anything the weatherman said anyway, so what the heck. Tuesday, June the 2nd, and I'm absolutely elated to be joined today by Kaleb McIntire, coming out of Aubrey, Texas. Now, at the same time, Kaleb, I've got to warn you that you will receive everything we do today. So the interview that we're doing on Facebook, we'll transpose it over to YouTube. We'll send you a copy of that. We'll send you instructional videos of everything we've spoken about, like the hoo-hoo grub, the Zorb, bungee jumping, you name it. We'll send you everything there, so you got an insight of what you're coming to here in New Zealand. And at the same time, we'll take a couple of crazy photos after we do this, so that we can send that to you. You can put them on your phones as a wallpaper and show your friends. Say, hey, it's Kiwis, not healthy. Don't do it. Have a look. You know what I mean?
For sure.
We'll do that.
For sure.
And believe me, we'll give you a chance to make funny faces and everything like that we can put on our websites and Facebook pages and all that, and keep your promotions rolling.
Okay, man, I appreciate it. Very cool.
And believe me, we'll even do a little video after this that we'll put on our homepage on our website. Now, don't forget, there's that much traffic that's going through our website, but they don't just go and live stream us. They kind of get a little nosy and have a look around, and, well, sometimes I feel very oogled, to be honest with you. But right on the homepage, we put on our shout-outs there. People go and have a look at that. Before you know it, another 5,000 Twitter fans, and I feel sorry for you. You're going to be busy all day just texting people. Your wife's not going to know you after a while.
Well, texting people is a good problem. I like that. I like that.
Nice. Well, I'm glad that you're safe and well and everything. It's kind of surreal times right now with this COVID virus thing, don't you think?
Oh, yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. It's been very awkward.
I for the first couple of weeks of it, no sport on TV. But I found an extra body on my couch I didn't know I had. She was nice, actually. She said she's married to me. Yeah. I thought she was just the voice in my head, but no, she actually lives with me. That's unreal.
Oh, man, that's awesome.
Yeah, really is. I'll introduce you to her very, very shortly, believe me, because you'll get the backstage photos that nobody else gets as well, that she takes for us as well, and we put it all as a package. We'll even make a movie for you and send you the movie. We do watch parties, all sorts of stuff. We want to be able to promote you as much as possible. Now, we spoke earlier on about you coming back again and having another interview with us. I would love to be able to ask you, how would you like to send us a few CDs, a few T-shirts, a few koozies, a few bits and pieces? Let us do a competition for you. Keep Kaleb McIntire rolling here at Galaxy. Would you do that?
You know I would.
Awesome. Well, I tell you what, I'll get Barbara to give you all the details, and we would love to be able to do giveaways. We've got many, many fans. Everybody likes a bit of free stuff. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, for sure.
It gives us a damn good excuse to be able to give stuff away, which means, you know, people, they want your product. They really, really do. But that means for us that we're getting your name anywhere in the world.
Yes.
And it doesn't matter, folks, wherever you are. You could be in Iceland, you could be in Greenland, you could be in Zealand, anywhere. We will send you a winning prize if you take part in our competitions. And believe me, we're honoured to be able to do that. And Kaleb, we would love to be able to give away your products. Having said that, while this COVID virus thing's going on, have you been writing new music?
Absolutely. Been writing constantly, actually. I've been writing with one of my good friends, a couple of my good friends, Rich McCready and a guy named Brian Mayer, Brian Mayer's hitting it really hard right now in the songwriting department. And I'm blessed to be around even my guitar player, Brian Hunter. I've had a lot of stuff with him still. So I'm blessed to be around such great talent.
Awesome. Well, I tell you what, I'm looking forward to hearing the results of that work because, believe me, what I've heard of you is so far, you've really, really got me excited. I think there's a very big future for you in the music industry. I really, really do. And we would love to be able to be a stepping stone to be able to get you to where you need to get to. And we would like to be a part of that, for sure. Having said that, I want to know about Newton County Jail. Now, how much time did you spend there?
Well, we've all got it passed, right? You know? The funny part about that song is I wrote it with my dad right out of Newton County Jail, and I went and recorded my first record that day. So we drove all the way to Nashville and recorded my first record the day that I got out of jail. And so, of course, one of the songs I wrote on the way there was Newton County Jail.
Now, I want to talk to you about your dad as well, just while we have that segue into it. Now, your dad's quite an accomplished artist in his own right. He's been playing for many, many years now. And you started playing the piano, about 6 years of age, right?
Yeah.
And then you went on to drums, guitars, yada, yada, yada. Do you still play the piano?
You know, I don't really play a whole lot of piano anymore. I do play a lot of when I need to run off some steam or something like that. Drums are kind of my go-to. It's not my guitar. It's drums, you know. I'm also working on the steel guitar quite a bit. You know?
Okay, yep, believe me, I get it about the drums. Now, just kind of inquisitive, because, believe me, this happened to me. Did you start learning by hitting the pots in the kitchen? Did you take out Mum's pots and start whacking those?
It was everything from the dashboard in the car to boxes to whatever I could find until my dad said, you know what, you can have my drum kit.
There you go. Well, I tell you what, I got kicked out of the kitchen because I was breaking too many wooden spoons and never really took it up. But believe me, well, I actually started playing. My first instrument, would you believe, was actually a saxophone.
Well, that's my dad. My dad's a pro saxophone. That's his instrument.
Well, I got a lot of respect for him. It's not an easy instrument to work and master. It really, really isn't. So, yeah, that was my first harmonica and everything like that ever since. And, well, I've roadied for many, many bands. So, believe me, right down to getting tuning and everything like that. You know, it's an on-the-job education, right? What I learned, you couldn't learn off a blackboard, you know what I mean?
Right, absolutely.
You had to be...
I grew up playing gospel music, you know, and that was my biggest education. My dad, thank God he was the musician he is. He taught me everything I know, really, And the gospel music thing was a good education. And then I rebelled and went heavy metal for a while. I worked security, people like Ted Nichols and Jackal and people like that. So that was an amazing education.
But I was going to talk to you about that because security is a rough job, and well, you kind of look the same build as I am, if you know what I mean. There's some big boys out there working. If you're working security, you got to manage these people. Well, more respect to you. I got to be honest with you. Me personally, I hire people for their job. I really do. I gave up on that many, many years ago. I really, really did. So, we've come to the last song, and we were briefly touching on Newton County Jail. I want to let you know that currently it is your most requested song here at Galaxy. We get so many requests for it, but moreover, it's my favourite Kaleb McIntire song. So, without further ado, let's play this. Here at Galaxy 107 is Kaleb McIntire and Newton County Jail. I love this track.
Man, I appreciate that. My dad would really like that you said that too,
Well, I'm not lying to you, my friend. I love this track. I really, really do. Where did you get it recorded? Where have you been getting this work done?
I've varied. I like to experiment. Lately, I've been using a guy named Bart Rose at Fort Worth Sound in Fort Worth, Texas.
Okay.
And he's been one of my favorites. He's been amazing.
Nice, because believe me, as I said, let me break it down for you. I don't listen to music as a fan would listen to it.
Yeah.
I listen to music as an engineer, a DJ would listen to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the cogs are always ticking over, and I'm breaking it down in its increments and picking up bits and pieces, stuff like that. And when I say I can't fault it, well, damn, I can't fault it.
Yeah, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate all that stuff, man.
So
You really like Bart, it sounds like, because he's a heck of an engineer,
Nice. Well, you give these people the biggest credits from us here at Galaxy, please, because believe me, there's some good people working for you right now.
I will definitely let them know. They will love that.
Awesome. And we'll wind it up on air after this, but don't go anywhere just yet, bro. We've a couple of photos to take, you know what I mean?
Okay. Okay.
And who's with us, by the way?
I've wiped the comments off.
Oh, have you? Oh, so you can't see who's there?
No,
Oh, that many?
I'll have a look later.
That many? Gosh. Barbara only does that when it gets busy.
Yeah.
You're sweating.
I know, it's so hot.
It is hot.
I've got a woolly jumper on. I should have worn summer clothes.
Why don't you turn on the Kiwi air conditioning?
You open the window.
Open the bloody window.
One moment.
Go for it, bro.
Oh, hang on, it's so hot. It's sweating. You can't. Oh, look, you can see it. Really hot here.
So, Kaleb McIntire is today's interview. On Thursday, we have the Quirks from Chilliwack. And
Yes.
I am so looking forward to meeting up with Laura again. And Ryan, her husband.
That will be fun, won't
We
it?
spoke to Laura very, very briefly over one song a couple of weeks ago, who's off the album Artists in Isolation. Now, go to Bandcamp, type in Artists in Isolation, go and buy the album, because believe me, every cent that is raised goes to the artist, not to us, not to Yellow House Studios or Rosewood Studios, just to the artist. So go and have a look at that. We
It's a
support
great CD.
indie artists.
Yeah, nine artists on
A
it.
compilation album, everyone a winner, it really is. Look, I'm not putting you wrong. Go and get a copy. You will be grateful, you really, really will. And of course, Laura Koch is on there as well. And we're going to be talking to her and her husband from the band The Quirks this Thursday. New Zealand time, 11 o'clock, 4 p.m. if you're coming out of Chilliwack. We're looking forward to that. And he's back, look at that. You see, I even got an ad in. I got to promote somebody else while you were away, my friend. I'm sorry about that. Yeah. Oh,
He can
we've
check
got
it out
an
anyway.
indie band coming out of Chilliwack in Canada on Thursday, and they are well worth listening to. They really, really are. So,
There.
let's go live to the desk. Oop, doo-doo-doo. Let me get that right. There we go. That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, 1 away from 12 o'clock, almost on the money, honey. 24 degrees downtown, and joined live, coming out of Albury, Texas, is Kaleb McIntire. Now, Kaleb, I gotta say, so very, very humbled to meet you. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to talk to us here in New Zealand and listen to your music. Will you come back again? Will you promote new music with us?
Absolutely. I'm honored y'all had me on.
Well, it is. The honour's all ours, literally, my friend. It really, really is. From the receptionist all the way through to the production teams, and we have a couple of them, myself and, of course, on Barbara's behalf as well. We would absolutely be honoured if we could follow your career, continue to promote you, and do giveaways, all that sort of thing, because we think that you have that little X factor that's going to take you a long way.
That means a lot. That means a lot, and I really appreciate y'all.
Well, and please, pass on love not only to your good, lovely wife, but to your father as well, and in his career. And give Mum a hug for me too, won't you?
I will for sure.
Awesome. Anyway, don't go anywhere. You're right here at Galaxy 107 FM. That wraps that up for today. See you again next Thursday when we're joined by the Quirks coming out of Chilliwack. You're right here at Galaxy. Here's George Harrison.